Hello Twin Flames and welcome to the DM to DF reading for Friday. My name's Liz and this is Guided by Angels. And we're going to connect with this message today with two decks of powerful cards. We're going to start with the Divine Masculine Polar Secrets by Divine Serendipity. And we're also going to bring in the Twin Flame / Soulmate deck Secret Editions by Reina Tarot. I love this deck, there's lots of fire in it too. So thank you, angels. What do the masculines want to say to the feminines today, please? What do the masculines want to say to the feminines today? I've already got a few cards coming out of the deck, so I'm waiting for a few more to come out there. And what do the masculines want to say to the feminines today? Wow, jump straight out the deck. One card from this powerful Twin Flame Soulmate deck. It says, I know I'm going to end up with you. Wow. And that card flew out of the deck. It hit the camera. And that's the only card that's come out in that deck. Now, to end up with you, they go through challenges and so do you. So it's not as easy as that. You know, it's all well and good saying, I know I'm going to end up with you, but you have to go through lessons and challenges and obstacles and struggles to get there. And that's where you currently are. So you may be thinking, well, I know in my mind, I'm going to end up with this person, especially because you were consistently seeing signs. And we've had the stag come out today as well in the daily twin flame reading. And the stag is the promise of union. So you both know you're going to end up together. But I feel these other cards that have come out are going to talk about the things being healed right now before that can happen. So the first card is, I'm starting to feel good about myself and my life because things are falling into place. And this is alignment. So this is a really great sign. It's a sign that no matter what's happening, things are actually falling into place. And that's what he's saying to you. He's saying, I know I'm going to end up with you because I'm starting to feel much better about my own life and the things I'm doing. So I don't feel that this is the masculine saying, oh, my life is wonderful, because you know very well, especially if he's with a karmic partner or he's struggling, it isn't. He's still living in pain and misery and sorrow, but he is feeling stronger within himself. So he's saying, I'm starting to feel good about myself and my life because I'm taking control of my life. I'm starting to feel good because I'm taking action to feel good, which means he may be going to the gym, or he may be spending time in thought, or, you know, he's raising his vibration, or he's going outdoors, or he's spending time alone. Whatever he's doing, it's helping him to move forward. And things are falling into place. And I feel that's also a message about the fall season. You know, because some of you are going to come together soon. Some of you, it's going to take a bit longer. So if the fall season is popping into your mind when you're connecting with that energy, it's showing you that's when things are happening for you. But things are already happening now because you're moving into alignment. And alignment is when you're feeling better, you're going with the flow, you're trusting the journey. But it's also when you are in alignment with each other. In other words, you know, you're mirroring each other, you're feeling each other, you're connecting with each other in a very powerful telepathic way. And you're also aligning with both the feminine and the masculine aspects of the self. He's saying, I can't give you what you need. So right now he's saying, I can't give you what you need until I'm ready, until I'm free, until I'm available. So if you're thinking, I want it now, or this is what I need, remember he's teaching you to let go. He's teaching you to trust, because he's saying, I know I'm going to end up with you, but right now I can't give you what you need because I need to release this first, or I need to be free. So he's being very honest about the things he can give you right now and the things he can't give you right now. And he's saying, when I think of you and see photos of you, it really turns me on. Now, you know, I can't really go into that in much detail anymore because I'm not doing 18 pluses anymore. I got a little telling off from YouTube about that. So, you know, you use your imagination. You know, he's saying to you, when I think of you, when I see you in my mind, when I connect with the energy, when I see photos of you, whether they are online or on my phone or in my email or in my head, it really turns me on. And he gets excited. He gets excited at the thought of you, the thought of being intimate with you, the thought of having a life with you. These are the things that turn him on. But also he gets afraid, because if he can't give you, they're giving me fear, if he can't give you what you need, you know, if he can't, they give me a lot of fear around that burpee energy. You know, if he can't give you a life right now. In other words, he's with a karmic partner and he's struggling to even find time to get away, or he's struggling to actually be in person with you, or he's struggling to make love to you. He's saying, I can't give you what you need. And he's worrying. I feel this is a worried energy, a panicky energy, that you may find someone else, that you may move on or be with someone who can give you what you need right now. And what he needs is you. He wants to be with you. He's feeling you. So he's thinking, well, if I want you and I can't be with you for my own reasons, what stops you from being with anybody else? And he's saying, how can I contact you after all this time and everything I've done? So these are the things he's struggling with. So even though he's saying to you, I know I'm going to end up with you, and that's without a shadow of a doubt. Okay, when he's feeling it, he knows it. And you know it too. It's the ego that edges the goodness out. It's the ego that brings in the struggles, the pain, and the worries. And this is why he's saying, I know I've messed things up. I know I've left it a long time. I know that I've caused you pain and struggle and sorrow. So how can I contact you after all of that? After all this time and everything I've done? And he will contact you, Divine Feminine. This is just his fears. This is him releasing the guilt and forgiving himself and going over things and preparing for you, because in his mind, he's mentally preparing for how you're going to react or what you're going to do or what you're going to say. So he's working through all the worst case scenarios, you slamming the door in his face, you blocking him, you telling him to leave you alone. And the worst one is you saying, I've found somebody else. I found somebody else because you weren't able to give me what I needed. That's what he's afraid of the most. But he's saying, how can I contact you after everything I've done? But I will, because I can't not. And I'm in love with you, and these feelings run so deep. So he's saying, of course I'm going to contact you, no matter what my fears are, because I'm in love with you. And these feelings run so deep. And the thing I like about this deck is, the lighter cards, because this is a polarity deck here, the lighter cards are kind of connected with his higher self, connected with his love feelings, his heart, his soul. And the darker cards are connected with ego and struggle and the pain, the things the ego whispers in, the fears. How can I contact you after all I've done? And his higher self is saying, well, of course I can. I'm in love with you. These feelings run so deep. So I'm actually feeling this is a lot of conflict between his ego and his higher self. He's fighting against himself because there's a big part of him that needs you and wants to come forward today. And then there's the ego holding him back, saying, no, do it tomorrow. Or what if she says this? What if he does that? And I'm lying to myself and trying to deny my feelings for you. So remember what we had, was it, earlier in the masculine reading? In one of the readings, it could have been in the feminine reading, where he's got his fingers behind his back crossed. So in other words, if he's saying, I don't love you, he's got his fingers crossed, which means it's a lie. Okay, he's denying his feelings. Why is he doing that? Because he may not be able to give to you right now what you need because of his karmic situation, or because of his own fears, or his own financial obligations, whatever it is. So he's saying, I'm lying to myself and I'm trying to deny my feelings, but I'm in love with you. These feelings run so deep. So he's telling you the truth. He's saying, I may be wearing a mask and pretending I don't care, but I love you. I'm in love with you, and these feelings I have for you run so deep. And when I think of you and see you, it turns me on. So he may have even said, I don't feel that way for you, or I'm not attracted to you. He's got his fingers crossed behind his back. He said, I'm lying. I'm lying to myself. I'm trying to deny my feelings because I want you so badly, because I need you. And how can I possibly contact you after all of that? After I've denied it and lied and run away, after everything I've done, how can I possibly do that? Especially when I can't give you what you may need right now. But I'm just so in love with you, and these feelings run so deep. And he is starting to feel good about himself because he knows things are falling into place, because he knows he's going to end up with you. So light always conquers dark. Okay, love always conquers fear. His higher self will always overcome his ego. So in other words, whatever he's doing and whatever he's taking his time about and lying about, the truth will come out. The truth will come out, and that's what you're being guided to know. So trust him. You know this is the truth. You know he looks at your photos. You know he wants to contact you. You know you're going to end up together. So trust in that and believe in the love. I hope this helps. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.